What's up LEGO fans, I'm James May, but not that James May, LEGO design Tornadefall, and this is Tubeside, show where we take a sneak peek underneath the brick to see how LEGO sets are made. I'm doing some renovations, so all my junk behind me is gone, but you know, Stitch is still there. Yay. So today we're going to talk about my last ever LEGO set that I designed before I jumped ship. At the time I was working on both the Wicked and Wednesday projects. But unfortunately I didn't get to finish the models that I was working on, so I had to wait for them to be announced before I could know if what I contributed was actually in the final model, and now that they have been announced, let's talk about that. For Wicked, I was working on the Emerald City. The basic structure I recognised with the tower in the middle, the apple tree off to the side, the archway, whole lot of green, and the face of Oz squeezed in the tower, although I used one of those superhero faces for mine. But other than that, it's a totally new model, and a hot one at that. The other set I was working on was much further along in development, and there's enough for me to talk about, so let's do that right now. When I joined the project, there was only one designer there, and he was a newbie at that. You probably all recognise him from LEGO Masters, the legendary David Geddes. He was a fresh-faced babby at the time, so it was my job to show him the ropes and design some cool LEGO sets, you know, while I'm there. For the Wednesday theme, we only had 2 SKUs to work with, so we wanted to get the most recognisable icons from the show into them. The bedroom just made a lot of sense. The window is such a centrepiece of the show, and it's probably the place that they spend the most time in. For the other set, we were wanting something like the Disney Princess boxes, but something for older, more edgy kids. I can't remember how the discussion started, but we decided that we wanted a brick-built figure of Wednesday, like how superheroes have their big figures. But we'd have to design this platform from the ground up, as the aesthetics don't exactly match. There was a lot of back and forth about what clothing the figure should have. Everyone knows the icon of her in the dress from the TikTok dance, but that was barely in the show, and at the time we didn't know what was going to be in season 2, so the school uniform was a safer bet. We had one version that was all ice ball themed, and one that was all academy themed. The ice ball one even had the same dance mechanism I put in the BTS set, you know, because I'm a one-trick pony. Then we realised, wait, this is made of Lego bricks. Why don't we just have both? So we went with the Dark Academia themed set, but included the parts needed to swap her outfit into the dress. The SKU being a storage box, we even had somewhere to store the extra pieces, which is always a pain in LEGO models with rebuilds. Although I saw the Brickset review say that it doesn't fit all the pieces, when I left they could, so either there was a bit of redesign to the box, or Brickset just aren't trying hard enough. As for the figure designs themselves, I spent a lot of time making sure that it doesn't look too blocky and static, giving the right level of articulation to make them expressive, but also a sturdy build. So no knees, of course. The Concorde nose piece we chose was weirdly perfect for the skirt. It had the perfect angle to it, had a cross axle through it to lock the legs to the body, and it's hollow on the inside so you could hide all the gross Technic too. When I left, this was printed, so it's not my fault that it's a sticker, honest. We wanted a new element for the face to start this new standard of the figure platform, much like the ones the superheroes have. We tried a few more organic shapes, but ended on something that was very similar to the profile of this 3x4 car hood element. We filled in the 1x2 of studs, because who would want studs on their Lego brick? And extended the plate profile to a brick to hide the corner cutouts as much as we can, so it doesn't look like she has jowls. When I left, the hand element in the figure and the element for Thing were the same element, with Thing just jammed into a bar connector piece. So I was quite shocked to see that they were 2 separate pieces when it was announced. I'm guessing there was a problem with tolerances having both the clip connection and the tube side like and subscribe in the same element. A real shame because it'd be such a good building element for Mox, and now it's less so. Plus there's no wrist articulation. For the model itself, we wanted the compartments to have a sense of mystery and secrecy like in the show. It's a fun thing for kids to have in their bedroom, like that empty slot in the back of your PS2. We then brick-built some icons from the show and tastefully arranged them around the entrance to the academy. Obviously, I had to get the typewriter in there, although they wouldn't let me make it in green. It was a real challenge to get something that was iconically a typewriter into a 4x4 space. I was mega chuffed though with the hockey stick for the platen and the return bar, which I recolored in black and used a few more times on the gate. I also managed to get the skull that Laura made for Hocus Pocus in there to try and keep that print alive a little longer. I put stripes down the side of the box to match her uniform, which somehow ended up blue in the final model, so I guess they don't match her uniform now. Also, when I left it, the model actually had a back, so I guess that something happened down the road with the budget. Not only did we recolor the leaf element to black, but we also made them in new transparent black colour. Because of the material change by making it transparent, we actually used a whole new mould just for this new leaf element that looks identical to the old one. If you read my Brickset articles, you know that comes in an even more limited pool than recolors. But as an investment in the LEGO system, it was a good thing to do because it means that other LEGO teams for years to come can use this mould. And then I left for my new job. I was sad I didn't get to finish the model, but then that's the nature of design work, that you don't always get to see things through to the end. But I'm glad to see that what did release had a lot of the original designs I put in there, and it's nice that I didn't have to do all the dull post-design work too. As a project, it was a fun set to work on. Working with Dave on this and all the concept models for Wicked was great, and building a new brick-built doll platform was a nice final project to work on, and it's a template for future projects, and it's already being used in Wicked. I really hope it will be popular. No, that was terrible. I hope it becomes even more popular, and then it gets used in other themes like Friends, and I really hope that they make a Hatsune Miku figure out of it. The rebuilding of the figure I'm also super happy with, as I anticipated this being picked up by a lot of non-LEGO fans, so this is a great way to show them what it's all about, and gives you an excuse to take it off your shelf and play with it, even if you're too old to play out roleplay with it. And with that, we truly come to the end of my LEGO design career. Sorry about the delay with this. I've been super busy with commissions and life and my, actual day job. This is more of just kind of like a fun side hobby for me right now. I promise I will do the third Q&A. I put it off for so long that I realized that I could just kind of bung all the questions that I have for that into whatever questions I get for this video, so then I don't have to do a fourth one later down the road. I also have a video where I interview Brickset, which I have in the can, I just need to edit it. So hopefully that comes soon, along with a bunch of other videos that I plan on doing. So like and subscribe to get all that juicy good stuff, and yeah, see you in the next video. Video? See ya!